Okay. Hi, Aarti. So nice to see you here.
Hello,
How are
ma'am.
you today?
I'm good, ma'am. How are you?
I'm great. So,
Wonderful.
would you like to introduce yourself first?
Sure. My name is Aarthi. I'm from Bangalore, and I have a work experience for almost 20 years now. I was in the HR field for almost 10 to 12 years, and then I wanted to get into teaching because that was my childhood ambition. So then I did my B.Ed and I got into teaching. And post COVID, I had to quit because of personal reasons. My mama wanted me at home because of her ailments, age ailments, and all. So
Mhm.
now I am practicing art therapy. I
Oh,
did my
wow.
master's in
Wonderful.
psychology as well, and I
Mhm.
did a diploma in art therapy. And now
Mhm.
I'm slowly getting into the field of establishing myself as an art therapist, or rather an art
Amazing.
therapy practitioner.
Amazing. 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 Okay. Okay. So, Aarti, if I ask you how did you find about me and the Secret Recipe to Happiness course, and how did you come to join this course?
Yes, this is one very interesting story or an incident. I was just scrolling Instagram one day, aimlessly scrolling, बस scroll कर रही थी just to time pass.
Hmm.
And then I came across this happiness to journey, and that captured my attention. I was like,
Do you
अच्छा
mean
तो
to say
लगता है.
highway to happiness?
Sorry, Highway to Happiness. I'm so sorry.
हाँ
Yeah, Highway
हाँ
to
हाँ हाँ
Happiness. So
हाँ हाँ
that title was very catchy, and
okay.
I was like, कुछ तो होगा इसमें, देखते हैं, try करते हैं. Anyways, happiness is good ना. तो कभी कभी ना mood swings होते हैं ना, तो that moment ना I was like कुछ अच्छा नहीं हो रहा है मेरे साथ. आई एम गुड फॉर नथिंग. तो वो जब दिखा हाईवे टू हैप्पीनेस में, तो सोचा चलो देखते हैं, इसी यही हैप्पीनेस मिल जाए. So that is how I got to know. But that was aimless scrolling. I was just scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. कुछ देख नहीं रही थी, कुछ पढ़ नहीं रही थी. But that
हाँ
highway to happiness, that was very catchy. So that
okay.
caught my attention, and that is when I enrolled into this workshop. And I'm
Okay.
glad
And
I
then
did
what
that.
happened?
Then magic happened. Then magic happened.
Okay.
That was a 2-day workshop. Um,
अच्छा.
it was so interesting that I wanted to join the next workshop where I could learn and be with you for a longer period of time. And yeah, that is how it happened. And there are many changes which I found. I'm glad that I joined. But even then, I was in two thoughts: join करूँ नहीं करूँ, करूँ नहीं करूँ. Then I thought कर लेते, देखेंगे क्या होगा. हैप्पीनेस ही मिलेगी, कुछ सीखने ही मिलेगा. तो but I'm glad I joined. क्योंकि
Okay.
not
So
only happiness. हाँ जी.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Please
इसके
complete. Please
अलावा
complete.
बहुत कुछ मिला मुझे.
अच्छा बहुत कुछ मिला. ओके 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 चलो. तो क्या 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 मतलब इफ यू कुड टेल मी इन ब्रीफ. आप कह रहे हो बहुत कुछ मिला, तो क्या?
Yes.
Do you have something like a
Yes,
list or
I have.
something?
Yes, I have many. The first thing what I would want to share is I've never loved myself. I've always been a healthy child, and I've been bullied all my school life and college life. So now I have always been reserved kind of a person and never loved myself for the shape of my body. I am a hefty person, so I never used to love myself. But now, I got to know. I mean, it is all thanks to you. You taught me how to love myself, accept all my flaws. जो भी है भगवान ने बनाया ना, and we cannot blame him for anything. He knows what is best for us. So I've started loving myself. I have
Mhm.
accepted all those parts which I used to hate. No, okay, I cannot wear this because I'm heavy at that part. I cannot wear that. We am okay. I have accepted the way I am, and I've started loving myself, and all thanks to you.
And
I
how has it helped you?
How is
You
it
have
helping? I
started.
feel
Hmm.
confident now. Earlier, I never used to
Oh,
feel confident. Now that I
okay.
have accepted myself, अगर मैं
हाँ.
कहीं बाहर जाती हूँ ना, तो पहले मैं ना वो हेजिटेंट रहती थी कि कोई देखेगा तो क्या सोचेगा, एंड लाइक नजरें झुका के चलना, किसी से इंटरेक्शन नहीं करना. नाउ आई एम लाइक
हम्म.
बिंदास. आई नो व्हाट आई एम, आई लव माई सेल्फ. तुम लाइक करके कर क्या लोगे? तुम बस एक बार मुझे देख के चले जाओगे ना.
Correct,
So
correct,
that is
correct.
what has come to me. So because I've started loving myself, I've become confident.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah, more confident. Sorry, both
Hmm.
confidence thing because I've been working, but I've also learned these terms. I used to fake confident earlier, but now I am confident. So that is fun. And
हाँ.
I was very reactive पहले. जैसे किसी ने कुछ बोला, I used to react, and वो
Okay.
चेहरे पे दिख जाता था. But now
Hmm.
I have stopped reacting and I try to respond. So I take a pause and I try to respond. In reaction क्यों दूँ ना एकदम से? And many a times now that when I think, many a times रिएक्शन और रिस्पॉन्स इज नॉट नेसेसरी ओनली, बस इग्नोर करके छोड़ दो. क्योंकि रिएक्ट करेंगे, रेस्पॉन्ड करेंगे तो बात आगे बढ़ेगी, तो क्यों बढ़ाए आगे? तो वो डिफरेंशिएट करना आ गया है जो पहले नहीं आता था. आई मीन, आई यूज टू रेस्पॉन्ड, आई यूज टू रिएक्ट. रेस्पॉन्स
Okay.
भी नहीं, एकदम से चिढ़ जाना, वो
तो
चेहरे पे
अब अपने आप को कैसे रोक पाते हो? मतलब अ, अपने आप को रिएक्ट करने से अब कैसे रोक पाते हो?
ये एक और चीज मैंने आप ही से सीखी थी कि कभी कोई कुछ करता है तो हमें गलत लगता है, बट
हाँ.
वो उसके लिए सही है. तो आई थिंक
हम्म.
दैट वो अपनी तरफ से तो सही कर रहा है, वो मेरे लिए गलत लग रहा है, तो ठीक है, जब वो शांत हो जाए तो बात कर लेंगे कि भाई क्या था, आपके लिए वो सही होगा बट वो मेरे लिए नहीं है. आप
ओके.
चाहते हो, जस्ट गिविंग एन एग्जाम्पल, आप चाहते हो राइट हैंड से लिखना, बट मैं लेफ्टी हूँ तो मैं लेफ्टी हूँ, मैं क्या करूँ? आई कांट स्टार्ट
क्या
राइटिंग
करूं?
विद बिकॉज यू वांट. सो वो
सही बात.
डिफरेंशिएट करना आ गया है. And I used to get hurt very soon because
ओके.
I've told pehle, like I was not confident and I was low about my body na, so I used to
हम्म.
get hurt very soon कि कोई भी कुछ बोल देता था तो मुझे लगता था मैं हूं ही ऐसी, कोई मुझसे प्यार नहीं करता. But now this is engraved in my mind that hurt people hurt others. So instead of getting angry at them or telling कि वो है ही गंदा, I have become compassionate. मुझे लगता है हाँ, उसके अंदर भी कुछ दर्द या दुख होगा, इसीलिए वो ऐसे निकल रहा है मुझ पे. तो आई हैव लर्न्ड दिस ऑल्सो. एंड वन मोर बेस्ट थिंग, माई लिस्ट विल कीप गोइंग ऑन, प्लीज लेट मी नो व्हेन आई हैव टू स्टॉप.
No, no, no problem. Just share as much as you want to.
आई हैव स्टार्टेड प्रायोरिटाइजिंग माई नीड्स एंड माई सेल्फ. पहले होता था आई यूज्ड टू कीप
Wonderful.
माई सेल्फ लास्ट. चलो चलता है, ठीक है. नाउ आई प्रायोरिटाइज, मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए तो मुझे नहीं चाहिए, जबरदस्ती नहीं. वो कर रहा है तो मैं भी करूँ. नो, मुझे
Hmm.
चाहिए तो आई विल डू, नहीं तो आई स्टार्टेड टेलिंग अ नो आल्सो, हूएवर इट इज.
Very good. Very good.
पहले ना ऐसे लगता था अपने बड़ों को नो बोलना इज डिसरिस्पेक्ट, बट आई हैव अंडरस्टूड दैट इट इज नॉट डिसरिस्पेक्ट, इट इज जस्ट यू आर प्रायोरिटाइजिंग योरसेल्फ and setting a boundary in a very politer manner. So I've started doing that as well. So I
Hmm.
prioritize my needs and myself, my
Hmm.
emotions. I
Hmm.
just
Hmm.
don't जो दूसरा बोल रहा है या चाहता है, जस्ट बिकॉज वो बड़े हैं, वो मुझे कुछ कह रहे हैं तो पहले कर लेती थी चाहे मुझे पसंद हो या ना हो. नाउ
Hmm.
एटलीस्ट आई हैव दैट करेज ऑफ टेलिंग नहीं, मुझे वो अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, मुझे नहीं चाहिए, एंड समथिंग लाइक दैट.
Hmm.
सो and by doing all this, I used to think, as I said, कि disrespect होगा, they will feel bad. But I never realized that they will not know until I tell them कि मुझे क्या पसंद है, क्या पसंद नहीं है.
Correct.
अगर मैं हाँ
Correct.
हाँ हर चीज के लिए करूंगी तो उन्हें लगेगा कि वो ही अच्छा है, मतलब she likes it या जो भी. बट हाँ, एंड मुझे लगता था मैं ना बोलूंगी तो गुस्सा हो जाएंगे ना, दे आर कूल, अच्छा तुझे नहीं पसंद तो ठीक है, तेरी मर्जी, ऐसा होता है. सो आई फील गुड ऑल्सो अबाउट इट. वो जैसे
Hmm.
घुट घुट के कुछ करने से अच्छा है ना बोल दो एंड हैप्पी रहो. सो
सही बात है.
So
Great,
these are the
great.
main things,
Hmm.
the changes which I see in me. I'm sure अभी journey बहुत लंबी है, आपका
Hmm.
हाथ पकड़
Hmm.
के चलेंगे और चेंज होते रहेंगे, but yeah, these are the main things uh, which I wanted for a very long time to change in me,
Hmm.
and I find it.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
And I've also learned how to identify emotions. Emotions तो सबको पता होते हैं, but I have learned how to identify and how to deal with them. I
Okay.
always used to be in uh, guilt. Guilt बोले तो when society, they tell no लड़की को पतला होना चाहिए, लड़की को खाना बनाना आना चाहिए, लड़की को ऐसे वैसे, तो वो सब लेबल्स से ना वो शुड गिल्ट में रहती थी मैं. बट देन आई
Hmm.
अंडरस्टूड, अरे दुनिया तो बोलती रहेगी, वो राजेश खन्ना का सॉन्ग, कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना, तुम अपनी
लोगों का
जिंदगी
काम
जियो
है कहना.
बिंदास.
बिंदास.
So these are the basic things which I have adapted, and
Uh-huh.
they've made a huge impact in my life, and the way I look at things now, the way
Hmm.
I look at people, also respond to
Hmm.
them. Quick,
Hmm.
quick, 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 quick. दिमाग में ये सब बातें चलती हैं, and
हाँ.
take action accordingly.
Great. Great. Okay. Acha. Okay. Now coming to the next question, how have these changes in your behavior or maybe in your thinking or in your attitude, how have these changes impacted you professionally?
Professionally, yes. Like I just mentioned in the beginning that I have recently changed my field from
Hmm.
teacher. Now I have started off with art therapy. So
Mm-hmm.
पहले ना I just had this thought, अरे मुझे तो 20 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है, मैं जाऊंगी जल्दी से हो जाएगा. ना यूज्ड टू बी बेसब्र बोलते हैं ना, लाइक आई डिडंट हैव पेशेंस. मुझे लगता था, अरे
Hmm.
मैंने इंस्टाग्राम अकाउंट पे पोस्ट कर रही हूँ, व्हाई आरंट पीपल फॉलोइंग मी, व्हाई आरंट पीपल liking my post, why am I not getting clients? But
Hmm.
that is there was one session in which this topic had come,
Hmm.
and aapne, I mean, very subtly you had explained that every change needs time to be established. That is when this clicked कि अरे यार मैं तो like what am I doing? I had experience in a different field, and I've jumped into a different field altogether, and
Hmm.
I used to see others, no, so I used to feel jealous. I mean, literally jealous kind of a thing कि अरे वो कर सकते हैं तो मैं क्यों नहीं कर सकती हूँ.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
that is when I understood कि we need to give time for things to grow and establish, and instead of having that bad jealousy, we
Hmm.
start getting inspired from them,
Hmm.
and give them blessings and gratitude कि
Okay.
तुम फूलो फलो और हमें भी वही थोड़ा बहुत मिल जाए. So yeah, after this switch, I see a little change. I am not that desperate, no. So um, it could be. I mean, yes, I have started believing in manifestation also. पहले मुझे नहीं था belief. I've started believe now slowly. I have people joining in my community. I have a very small community. Abhi, my Instagram
Hmm.
pe. I see
Hmm.
people joining in. I have a small WhatsApp group. I have like 5, 6 people who've joined me in this last week. So I
Hmm.
see this change, like patience. Patience
Hmm.
is um, the key factor in my situation, Abhi. And I also had an opportunity to do two online workshops and one offline workshop I recently did in an NGO. So yeah, I'm thinking all
Wonderful.
these changes are helping me slowly. I need to have patience. I know
Hmm.
things
Hmm.
will go slow. I had a very different mindset pehle, but now I have changed, and gradually I think things will fall in place as I want to. So
So
this is
earlier, if
how.
I remember, you had told me that you have a lack of confidence.
Yes.
So now, do you think you still lack confidence?
No, 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 I don't. I don't. I don't.
So,
Even at
uh,
places when I Yes, sorry. I
Speak,
the
speak.
places where I used to lack confidence earlier, if I have to go through the same thing, now I tell, I know what I'm doing, I know it best. So
Hmm.
I don't lack confidence. Pehle, even if I knew everything, I lacked confidence just because, people, they are looking at me. And my biggest black mark बोल सकते हैं, was because of my body. I had zero confidence. Now that I have started loving my body, I have overcome that. Knowledge wise, even at school, I used to study well. College, I used to study well. Bas yahi ek, just because I was bullied, no, because I had my friends telling me on my face, no, no, we will not take you in our group because you are fat.
So
So,
have you
that,
overcome that episode?
yes, I did. And again, all thanks to you, we did a healing process, and I could literally see everything happening in front of my eyes when you were guiding me through that. I could see all that happening in front of my eyes, and yes, as per the instructions given during the healing process, I did overcome that as well. I did overcome.
Completely?
Yes, yes. That
Wonderful.
is when I have accepted myself the way I am. Now I'm happy. हम ऐसे ही हैं और हम खुश हैं.
Great, great, great. Okay, acha. Next question would be that you have been a part of this happiness community since almost 4 months now.
Yes.
So, do you think being a part of this community has helped you in any manner?
Yes, it has. First of all, this community has given me a safe space where I can
Mhm.
speak my heart out, my mind, matlab, jo bhi hai, any thought, whether it is in my mind, think, whether I'm thinking logically or illogically, anything for that matter, I have a safe.
Illogically also?
समटाइम्स उसको उसको भगा देते हैं, बट समटाइम्स फिर भी रह जाता है कुछ. So yeah. So we have a group of people. I call them my soul sisters. We are
Mhm.
friends forever, and it's a very I don't know how to express it. I like you said, we know each other only for 4 or 5 months now, but the bond we share is like I don't have that bond even with my cousins or my mamas or masis. It's become
Hmm.
that strong and close. We are available for each other anytime, whether it is
Hmm.
early morning, during the day, late night. One message, I need you. Koi to hai, yes, I'm there for you. So yeah, that's the best thing of this community. That's the best. And I'm hoping that we get more of us. I get more soul sisters so that we can share our joys and our achievements with each other.
Oh,
Very,
yes. Oh, yes.
very thankful for this community, ma'am. Seriously. And it is good when you are among like-minded people.
Hmm.
That really helps a lot. नहीं तो क्या होता है, like if I am thinking positive and if I have four people who are only dwelling into negativity, it becomes difficult for me to stay positive.
Stay
But here
positive.
everybody is positive, no? So अगर
Hmm.
कोई नीचे जा रहा है, like I mentioned, illogical बात कर रहा है, तो the other one is there, नहीं नहीं ऐसे नहीं करना है, ऐसे करना है. Yeah,
हाँ,
and we are there to help each other.
हाँ, हाँ.
Suggestion चाहिए, कोई help चाहिए.
Hmm.
It's a very beautiful community, man. Thank you so much for this community.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, acha chalo. So moving on to the next question, I would like to ask you, as you have gone through this course, The Secret Recipe of Happiness, you would have learned hundreds of tools and techniques. Yeah. But which one of these has been your favorite one?
Okay. There are many favorites, but one I can tell you favorite because that helped me a lot was when we wrote a letter forgiving someone. that really helped me a lot, because
Mhm.
there was something which I used to think that I have overcome that or I have forgiven, but somewhere deep within my heart and my brain, I hadn't done it wholeheartedly or 100%. But
Hmm.
that particular technique where we had to write a letter to that person,
Hmm.
um, and yeah, that was the best. Because
Hmm.
when
Hmm.
we started writing, yes, I knew what had happened to me, so
Hmm.
that was easy writing because I
Hmm.
have gone through that. But surprisingly, when we had to write a letter from that person to us, where that person is acknowledging and apologizing for what all he or she has done,
Hmm.
I was able to write. I mean, I don't know. I just felt like that person is coming to me and that person is writing. I was surprised. And, I felt so light. I felt so light that day. Yeah, so I think because that had to go out of me. So I think that is my favorite technique which we have done, because it has
Hmm.
helped me a lot.
Hmm. So
Because
it
I
has
didn't
helped you
know that
forgive and let go
let
of
go.
all
Yes.
the emotional package that you were
Package that
carrying
we had,
along.
which I always used to think that I have already forgiven and forgotten,
Hmm.
but I
Hmm.
realized that I hadn't. I
Hmm.
hadn't. That was
ऐसा ही
like
होता है.
artificially I was telling कि हाँ हो गया, but I hadn't. That also I realized when
Hmm.
we were talking.
Hmm.
We were meditating. That is when I had realized. And after that, we did that cord cutting meditation. Uske baad to complete chapter close.
Complete chapter
That I
close.
really wanted because that was a burden on my heart. Yeah, कुछ भी करने से ना, that used to be there at the back of my head. So,
Hmm.
which I was
So maybe you had
neglecting, I
numbed
think.
yourself,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Maybe you had numbed yourself to those feelings of those hurt, anger, bitterness, frustration, whatever you had felt towards
yes.
that person. And maybe when you
True.
let them go, you felt light
Very light, very light. I really felt light and happy also.
and happy also.
And
Okay,
happy also.
okay. So did you
Yes.
use that technique for other people also? Or was it only done once?
I did that. Basically, I wanted to do for that person because that was really heavy on me. But
Hmm.
yes, after that, I did that on, yeah, somebody else also, and again I felt good. Again I felt
Okay,
good.
wonderful. And you were talking about the cord cutting meditation. I
Yes.
think our audience would like to know more about that. Would you care to
Uh,
elaborate on that and how it has helped you in your journey?
uh, yes, yes. In this cutting meditation, basically, we were thinking of a person who has hurt us a lot, and you just want to cut every emotion with that person. So
Mhm.
we had to meditate and think, imagine that person. I mean, that happens automatically when we follow your guidance. So when we see that person, we are instructed to cut cords. Cut cords, matlab just cutting every possible connection that we have with that person. Emotionally, ho gaya. Basically, emotionally, only all of us are attached to each other. So you just cut all the connections, those emotion attachment which we have with that person whom you just want to क्या बोलते हैं, take away from your life. I mean,
Okay. Hmm.
so I
Erase, delete from your life.
delete. Yes, that's the correct word. That's the correct
Okay.
word.
Okay.
Delete from your life. So you're just cutting every possible string that is connecting us to that person. We just cut that
Okay.
and we tell them alvida forever. So that helped me
Wonderful.
because that was with the same person with whom I had written the forgiveness letter.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that was complete deletion of that
Complete
from
duration
my life.
of that of those memories.
Yes.
Mm.
And it's a nice thing to, if we have to live peacefully, I think everybody should do that.
True,
Because
true, true.
हर किसी के लाइफ
Absolutely.
में ऐसा कुछ तो है ही, कोई ना कोई तो होता है that, makes your life miserable, though you don't show it or don't feel it. Like I had lost the, like you said, numb, the correct word. But yeah, we should do it for our better living.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Because I have
Wonderful.
experienced, I know how it feels. So I can tell this. Before that, even I used to think, अच्छा ऐसा कुछ होता है. But after experiencing, I would recommend every human being to go through this process.
Every human being, huh?
Every human being, मैम, because सबके लाइफ में कुछ ऐसा होता है, कोई ना कोई ऐसा होता है जो
हाँ.
हमारे को हमेशा अंदर से ना खोखला करता रहता है. तो इट इज बेटर टू गेट रिड ऑफ सच पीपल एंड लीड हैप्पी लाइफ.
Okay. So what would be your suggestion to anyone who is looking at joining this course?
Oh, don't think. I mean, no second thoughts. When I say no think, I didn't mean that. No second thoughts. Please join in. If you want to see a better version of yourself, please join in. It is a wonderful journey. We learn so many things. First is you will accept yourself. First basic thing is when you join this
Acceptance.
particular course, you will accept yourself in situation and circumstances, and you will learn how to deal with it.
Hmm.
I mean, नहीं तो क्या होता है, even I used to do that. I didn't know something to छोड़ दो.
What was
बोल दो.
your biggest this thing struggle? Were you struggling in some particular field before joining this course and you could overcome that particular struggle or that particular problem of yours?
Yes, one is my body, which I said, and second,
Okay.
I mean, like I had shift, I wanted to establish myself. I mean, start earning.
Hmm.
I'll be very precise. I wanted to start earning because,
Hmm.
I had this block in my mind that I have been earning for last 20 years. अभी मैं घर
Hmm.
पे बैठी हूँ बिना earning. How can I do this? I
Hmm.
used to tell it. I mean, चाहे और कोई बोले ना बोले, I used to tell myself, oh, I'm a burden on my parents because I'm not earning. But I'm
Hmm.
sure parents will never think that. And यार 20 साल काम किया, ब्रेक भी ले सकते हो, वो दिमाग में नहीं था. I was like, I want to earn, I
Absolutely.
want to earn,
Hmm.
I want to earn. But yes, that thing is abhi gone. I've learned one thing कि जो भी delay है, it is for
Huh.
your best.
Okay.
And yeah, don't lose hope. Just keep working for best. सब कुछ हो जाएगा. So these were the
Okay.
main things which I had, and I have overcome that. Now I don't keep bugging myself. अरे मुझे कमाना है, ये कर लो, वो कर लो. I'm just focusing on what I have to do, and I know universe will give me what I have, what is best for me and what I deserve. That I have learned.
Mhm.
वो
Okay.
कहते हैं ना, अपनी किस्मत से ज्यादा और समय से पहले किसी को कुछ नहीं मिलता. तो why am I
Hmm.
fighting with time? And let time take its own time, no? Let me also enjoy at home.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. So, any last messages for our audience?
Okay, for our audience, I would like to tell that first, please join this particular course because I have seen changes in me. I was like, वो कहते हैं ना, very stubborn. Stubborn. I was stubborn in my thoughts also. कि मैं बुरी हूँ
Okay.
तो बस इतने साल में बुरी ही बनी रही, चाहे मुझ में बहुत सारी अच्छाइयाँ हैं. I never saw that. So this will make you realize your worth. You will start accepting yourself, like I said. You will you will learn to forgive, which is very important. And you will also learn how to forgive, but don't forget the lesson what you've learned. And yeah, how to deal with emotions. How to deal with emotions. हमें पता है, अच्छा, I'm hurt, that person is worrying, but we don't know how to deal with it. हम worry पे worry होते रहते हैं, stress हो रहा है तो उस पे और stress होते रहते हैं. But in this particular course, we've learned techniques कि भाई stress से भी कैसे deal करना है. worry है तो किस type का worry है, तुम्हें अपना दिमाग देना है उस worry के लिए, या साइड पर रख देना, देख ली बाद में जब कुछ हो या हो. So, all these are very important even for our daily day to day life. अगर
Hmm.
और कुछ नहीं, day to day life के लिए भी this is very important, and I'm sure it's going to help us um, as a human being, and I think it will also help people in the relationships. It's
Oh,
because
that's it.
आजकल any relation for that matter, we think I'm always right, the other person is wrong, failing that
Correct.
जब मैं खुद को right समझ
तो
गई हूँ,
ऐसा
वो
ही तो
खुद
होता
को ही
है,
right
ऐसा ही तो
समझता है।
होता है आरती। आई
I
एम
know,
ऑलवेज राइट।
वही कह रही हूँ, जब मैं खुद को राइट बोल रही हूँ तो दूसरा बंदा भी खुद को राइट बोल रहा है, क्योंकि वो अपनी तरफ से राइट है। So
हम्म।
instead of having this dispute and that khatas in the relationships, if we learn something, not something, when we learn all this, what is there in this course, we can avoid those, um, क्या बोल सकते हैं, लड़ाई झगड़े, that cold war between
हम्म।
couples, brothers and sisters, anybody, any relation gets hampered. So, I think this is very good. Yeah, very, very good to handle yourself and your relations.
Oh,
Yes, this is what I want to tell you.
thank you. Thank you so much. I'm sure the audience are going to love your interview and your views and your all the your experiences, your transformations. They are wonderful. They are wonderful, shares with everybody who's looking for happiness, peace, transformation, love, good relationships. Yeah, forgiveness above all. Yeah.
Yes, I really
Okay.
hope people do come into this and experience the change. I'm sure they will love the new version of themselves like I am loving myself.
Sure, sure. Let's hope for the best. Okay, chalo. Thank you so much, Aarti. Thank you so much for this interview. Thank you.
Thank you,
Take
ma'am.
care.
Thank you.